As it relates to acting, you don't just do this. You went to school for it.
Yeah, yeah.
You have a master's degree. If you could talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I've got a Bachelor of Arts in Theater from Lehigh University and a Master of Fine Arts in Acting from Ohio University. I didn't want to be an actor when I was a kid or anything like that. I went to school to be an accountant and I was a football player, but actually out of a sense of obligation to my minority community at Lehigh, which is a predominantly white school, and under the guidance of my teacher and then mentor, Cassie Johnson, who was a black woman and was an alum of Lehigh University. She pointed me in the right direction. Inevitably, I got a Bachelor of Theater, and then I went on to get my master's because of her, because she had one as well. And it's a pedigree and a training that I wouldn't give back, and it's got a lot to do with why I am where I am. I've been on Broadway a couple times, and I got on Broadway 18 months out of grad school, which I definitely would not have been able to do if I hadn't gone. I mean, thank you to all my teachers, Jack Young, Laura Parati, Tim Johnson. I appreciate y'all.
Okay. So let's talk about the business aspect. You know, we have a lot of actors that's transitioning into directing, starting production companies. So what's that experience been like?
I mean, I think if you're an artist, you try to figure out as many ways to create art as possible. I'm a photographer. I also own a production company, which is twofold. Hollywood Massive is my company. We produce Carnival in Hollywood because it's a Caribbean company. It focuses on raising cultural awareness about the Caribbean, but it's also a production company, and we will do commercials. I just did a commercial for Hair Candy Boutique, working on some stuff for Flat Out of Heels, Selfie Cosmetics. So it's just one of those things where you've got to try to take your destiny in your own hands, and as an actor, if you're just an actor, then you have to wait for an audition. You have to wait for somebody to offer you a role, and if you can create your own art, then you don't have to sit around twiddling your thumbs waiting for the next gig.
Okay, so let's talk about the importance of, like, when you think about the Black Film Festival that's going down, the ABFF.
Yeah, yeah.
How is that important? Having a production company.
Well, I mean, ABFF, first of all, thank God it exists. We still need platforms like that. As you can see this with the Oscars this past year, things aren't anywhere near even. The playing field isn't leveled. So something like ABFF gives us an opportunity, us as a brown community, to appreciate each other's work and try to give each other more work. And having a production company allows you the exact same opportunities. I'll hire my competent friends, not just your friends, but the ones that actually are good and work hard and aren't late. But no, it gives you that opportunity, and it's something that you shouldn't take lightly. I'm sure that the folks that are very far above what I do in terms of production company, like Roger Bob and Tyler Perry, that can provide opportunities for folks like myself, take a certain level of pride in doing that. And on the level that I'm on, I take the same sort of pride.
Okay. One more question. Now this movie is real important because we have a lot of young brothers out there right now that's growing up in single parent homes. You know, when you look at the movie like Chiraq, and you look at cities like Memphis, Tennessee, where crime is just rising out of control, and they tend to blame it on single parent homes, but yet they're constantly cutting funding for arts and entertainment. I know one of the reasons that kept me out of the streets was the fact that I could pick up an instrument or the fact that I could pick up a camera. So what would you say to cities that's